Good afternoon, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great afternoon. It is Wednesday afternoon. Back at you again with another video. This time today, looking at a band. I'm going to continue my 1987 10 great albums from 1987, probably tomorrow morning. But I wanted to look at a particular band that I've been digging all afternoon, and really wanted to promote these guys and talk about them. Don't hear a lot about them in the BC that I'm aware of anyway. I'm sure they're talked about, but I get a lot of comments saying I'm not familiar with this band, so just another fantastic 1970s hard rock, progressive rock, blues rock band in Wishbone Ash. If you don't know Wishbone Ash, definitely check them out. Go on Spotify, go wherever. Check out their earlier albums. Fantastic stuff. They put out a number of albums. I'm not going to show everything that I have, I'm not going to show all those albums because I don't have them. I'm going to show you what I have, and I have their first few albums, their influential years that helped them become who they were. I've yet to get, I think there's another 14 albums I need to get to complete the discography, but it's going to be a while before I do that. But I have up until that point. Basically, the mid to late 70s where I stop, pretty much. So again, combination of hard rock, blues rock, progressive rock, some jazz fusion. Amazing twin lead guitar work from Andy Powell and Ted Turner in the beginning. Just remarkable stuff, right up my alley. Ritchie Blackmore from Deep Purple was very influential in getting these guys noticed as they became Deep Purple's backup band for a time. So he introduced them to a certain manager, I can't recall his name, and also helped them get a record deal with the MCA Decca, or Decca MCA, wherever that goes, to help them get going. So thank you, Ritchie Blackmore, for doing that. He was really impressed by these guys. Great stage presence, just, again, twin dual guitar power right up front. They started off with their debut album, 1970 release, self-titled, remarkable self-titled Wishbone Ash. Right from the beginning, just amazing stuff. This is a remastered version. It's got the MCA sleeve on it, and the cool thing about this is got the stereophonic recording and the grooves of a record in there on the CD, which is cool. It's got the Decca label, almost like a 45, and it sounds amazing. Really remarkable stuff. So you've got Andy Powell, again, on lead guitars and vocals, Ted Turner on lead guitars and vocals, Martin Turner on bass and vocals, and Stephen Upton on drums. Remarkable stuff. Progressive rock, hard rock at its best, for sure. And then they followed up with another one of my favorites, Pilgrimage, their second album, 1971 release. Same lineup. Again, in the MCA label, and on the Decca Records design, the cool grooves, like a 45 or a vinyl. I think that's a cool design. But another great album. This has a lot of progressive rock on it, some real jamming songs on there as well. Just amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Love the instrumental lead work, as I said. Very jazz-based rock in some of the songs as well. And bass runs, the drums in here are fantastic. Just really outstanding album. And then they hit commercial success with Argus, their third album. This is just a remarkable album. This is, again, a remastered one with the original album on it with 3 bonus tracks, and then side 2 is a live performance at the Paris Theatre in London. There's some fantastic photos there. This is a really good album. 1972 released, voted best rock album of the year, and they were becoming internationally known at this time. for their live shows and what their output of fantastic albums to date. And then as they became huge arena rock stars, basically, they put out Wishbone 4. Another really, really good album. That's obviously a Canadian pressing on this one. Again, on the MCA label. Another rockin' album. 1973 release. They produced this album themselves. They were also releasing another live album in Live Dates, again a 1973 release. This is a double album. It's got all their hits on it. Remarkable stuff. This was also VCLT from Aaron Mutha Alamer, which I absolutely adore him for that. Thank you, Aaron. But what a great album this is. He knew I loved Wishbone Ash, and he sent me that. So good. Again, Live Dates, a really good double album. But not long after the release of Live Dates, Ted Turner, the guitarist, left the band and was replaced by guitarist Laurie Wisefield. Then they took off to the U.S. And released There's the Rub, which I yet to find. And in 1976, they released Locked In. Another fantastic album, Locked In. Now this was on the Atlantic label. I don't know why they went from MCA to Atlantic. Maybe this is a re-release, I'm not sure. But another fantastic album, 1976 release. And a little more towards softer rock. And they also added a keyboardist in Pete Wood. And then 1976 release, New England. It's got the Atlantic sticker on here. I'm not sure what that's all about, but another fantastic album. They went back to more of a harder edged Wishbone Ash on this one. And again, typical Ash sound. Hard rock, dual guitars, just in your face rock and roll. It's just wonderful. Then they released Front Page News. I've got to find a vinyl version of this one. This isn't the best CD version of it, but it's just the basic MCA version. But Front Page News was the last album of that period of them recording to be in the U.S. as well. So they left the U.S. after this one, and went back to their roots. So moving forward, again, I'm missing a few albums in between. They put out Just Testing in 1980. This is a promotional copy as well on that one. Very commercial album, this one is. Commercial friendly. And also during that time, it was decided by 3 of the band members to have Martin Turner just go back to playing bass, and they were looking for a new lead singer. He didn't like that very much, obviously, and left the band. And he was replaced with none other than John Wetton, amazing bassist, formerly from King Crimson, Uriah Heep, UK, Roxy Music. But he only remained for one of the albums. He went on after that to co-form Asia, that little band Asia. Then he was replaced with Uriah Heep bassist Trevor Bolder, who again was no slouch. They released this hard rock album. It's the only one with Trevor Bolder on it. This is Twin Barrels Burnin', one of my favorites by these guys. This is just in-your-face heavy hard rock from Wishbone Ash. And Boulder left the group not long after that in '83 and went back to Uriah Heep. He was then replaced with Marvin Spence from the band Trapeze. And then from then, so that's the basis of the core of Wishbone Ash that I have. They went on to contribute, to release more albums. They went through a ton of lineup changes. After this album, they went on to release another 14 albums, which I've yet to get. But I do have a couple of great live albums from them. This is Wishbone Ash Live. This is Hot Ash. Again, I think on the MCA label. Really, really good stuff. Hot Ash. And the last album, I guess they released is 2020 in Coat of Arms. Also have this amazing box set. This is Roadworks. It's got 4 live albums in it, mainly from Germany. So Wishbone Ash live at the Grand, and then Wishbone Ash in Hamburg, live in Hamburg, and then Wishbone Ash live in Germany, and then Wishbone Ash AshCon 14. AshCon is their own venue, Wishbone Ash's own venue, and really, really good stuff. So if you don't know Wishbone Ash, definitely check these guys out. Again, I've yet to complete their discography. I will eventually, over time. It's going to take a while because that's a lot of studio albums to replace or to find even. And there you have it. If you don't know these guys, definitely check them out. Great, great band. Fantastic lead work. Very progressive, very hard rock sounding. Just wonderful, wonderful stuff. So there you have it, guys. There's a look at Wishbone Ash. Take care. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.